right? So it's a strange and interesting mix of genres, but it comes together in sort of compelling, unique ways. It all interconnects and will sort of show how that works through the demo, and also the improvements that we've made in Bannerlord itself. Bannerlord, of course, is Mount & Blade 2, so it's like our first full follow-up to like the previous titles in the series. It's a sequel, so it's set 200 years before the events of Warband. We've got a bigger map, bigger battles, and all sorts of just exciting new features in the game as well. So let's get started, right?
Yeah, awesome. I like both the banner and the Lord.
The banner and the Lord, yeah. Of course.
Good.
We've delivered on both fronts so far.
Exactly. We're done. Got it straight away. Awesome. So what are you like? Okay, if we're on the world map straight away.
Okay, so this is like a save that we're loading in to sort of show you some of the sort of later gameplay rather than what you start off with. Normally you start off as like a sort of nobody in the world, right? And you just have to carve your own destiny and become someone in the world. We're actually a lord right now.
Oh wow.
So we're like a lord of the Britannian faction, which is like inspired by kind of Pictish, sort of Welsh, kind of Celtic kind of inspired faction that we have, which is new to the game. But before we get into the demo and talk about the game itself, we're actually going to go and customize our character, right?
Yes,
and
let's do it.
Find someone to play with. So I'm going to take the reins here.
So this is a feature.
Wow. And yeah, Sten's going to talk. Okay, sorry.
This is a feature that we're very excited about showing. Since Mount & Blade is an RPG, making your own character, customizing your appearance is very important, and we spend a lot of time making our customizable options both detailed and realistic. So we have, if you go to the body type please, we have two different sliders for changing our body type, weight and build. We can also change skin color, we can switch between voices, and of course you can play female or male. We have, of course, a bunch of hairs and beards. We can switch between our eyebrows, teeth type as well. Which shows us another feature which is new in Bannerlord, facial animations. Although this isn't completely put into the game in all situations just yet, it's fully supported in the engine whenever we want to. So. Another thing about the GUI is that we've designed it so that it's made to get quick results. You can go into each part of the face and randomize, or you can randomize all on this button. So we have prepared a few faces that we're excited to show.
You want to take over?
Yes. Let's just go through.
Just start with 4, shall we?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, go.
Yeah, okay, I'm doing it.
Start with 4. Okay, all right.
This maybe some people would recognize. And we have this guy. And this guy, most people would recognize, I think.
It's the like the burlap sack pants that really make that one.
So as you can see, the face customization tool is already very powerful, although this is a work in progress. And we're very much looking forward to see what our creative players can do with this as well. And we're going to make it very easy for players to share and save their creations between each other.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's a hell of a jawline.
I also have this guy. I will finish what you started.
And so because this is like, this is the generic system that we use all of our characters in the game, right? It's not just the player character, all of the characters that we have in the game use this. So it's really important that we can sort of create this kind of diversity and have a really powerful tool that we can use to make interesting looking characters that the player sort of interacts with and remembers. And so that's really been our goal with this, what we've been making as well.
Another goal has also been making the entire workflow with this, giving the player complete and full control. Another slider will never move when you move one slider. So it's very easy to get into and be creative, and it's very important to let the player be full creative.
So presumably you use this to create characters that you've designed, but is the randomization function also used to generate NPCs?
Yeah, we also have, we have randomized it. We can sort of have like, make that specific as well, so like culturally we'll get sort of people from different factions will sort of look a different kind of way, have like different sort of, like specific sort of traits and features that you recognize from the different cultures as well, so that's like, it supports that completely. So alright then, so let's pick a face and
which one do you want to play as?
Let's go with 6. That's pretty good, yeah.
Looking pretty good, okay.
Alright, let's do this.
Okay, so as we jump into the world map now, what you can see here is, it's similar to what we have in the previous games. It's a familiar kind of style of world map. Obviously, we've made it look much prettier, added a lot of detail. If we zoom out a little bit, what we can see is the names here, obviously the names of the different settlements and various locations in the game. And so when you're on the world map, you're still traveling between those, it's between battles and the various other interactions and gameplay aspects of the game. Over on the west, where we have the, in red, it's the Valandian faction. And this is sort of the spiritual ancestors, sort of Swadia and the Rhodoks.
Right.
They're actually enemies with us in this game, and so these are the faction that we're going to go over to, find one of their lords, and hopefully take them out in a big old battle. That's what we're going to work towards through the demo and show at the end. So right now, let's jump back to our own character. Still the same thing with the previous games. We click on the world map just to move around. As we move, everyone else moves. It's like simultaneous movement, right? So it's still very much Mount and Blade. I mentioned before that we're a lord in this faction. We don't have a very lordly host right now, though. It's just four of us and our companions. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a local town, and we're going to bring a garrison that we have there back into our party, and then go around as a larger army for the large fight itself. So let's head towards Dunglanis, very sort of Welsh-sounding name that we have for one of the towns of Britannia. And so we showed off a little bit of our map before. We really tried to work hard on making it look prettier, also present more information as well. So you can see like around these villages, you get information about what they're producing. This is like a tanning area as well, so it's producing leather hides, that kind of thing. If we just pause here as well. So we see that we have this small party of 7 troops, and what it is a bandit party, right? Mountain bandits. And what mountain bandits do, or any bandits, is they're bullies. So they're picking on our peasants, and they're disrupting the flow of our economy. So what we want to do is...
chasing peasants there, right?
No, that's more bandits, actually. We're infested right now.
Bandits chasing other bandits.
Yeah, but we'll... let's get to a fight with these mountain bandits and try to take them out. We're actually slightly outnumbered, but relying on Sten's ability here, we should hopefully see us through. We're sort of pretty well equipped as well, so let's just jump straight into the fight, I think. We could talk about what we can see here a bit later on. And so we have